Howdy again. Don't know how I'm going to go with this one. I'm in the 8.6. I'm going to try and see if I can get the coil on plug conversion done, so that I can steal or rob the bits off of the AE86 to run the AE92. So yeah, that way then I'll be converted over to coil on plug and I'll be able to neaten up my engine bay a bit. So that'll look nice, and I'll have more consistent spark instead of distributor issues. So yeah, sitting in the car now, going to try and connect the ECU to the computer and see if we can't switch this over. Alright, now before I go playing with the settings and getting carried away, we also have to get our coil packs on here. So this is our plug. This is going to have all of the coil wires in it. It's already been wired into the wiring loom because this was a forethought. So we've just got to put our pin in the back of this, earth it here, probably on the engine somewhere. There's already an earth on that one, so we want to find somewhere else, possibly off the back of the block there, or somewhere else on the intake manifold, or maybe even on the firewall just over here where that brake line goes into. But yeah, we'll find somewhere to earth it. Ideally out of sight, out of mind, and then we'll plug our coil packs in, unplug this side. We won't need to run that wire across here anymore, but we'll be able to run it across here and tuck it down somewhere. So we'll do that, get that on, and then we'll do our settings, and then we'll be able to test them to make sure it's all good. Alright, so we've got ourselves a nice little spot on the back of the intake manifold there. That's our plug. We've pulled our little wedge lock out. Now we've just got to push it all the way into that corner one there. And unfortunately this is a two-handed job, but yeah. Alrighty, now that that is in, we can just go like that, and whoop, when it wants to go, there we are. I think we are just about clipped in here. Ugh. Can't trust me to do anything right. If I need two hands for this, I think I do. God damn it. You sit there. You can watch from there. Why aren't you going in? Yeah, it's definitely going the right way. Oh, there we go. Run it around like that under our vacuum. That way our coil plugs start there roughly. So yeah, that looks good. So we have our coils set to go like that. Yeah, looks good. Now everything going according to plan, these can just coming out, and they will hopefully never have to go back in. Ooh, that's number 2, number 3, and number 4. So these can just, whoop, for now, hopefully forever, I'll just be able to pull them off. I'll have to leave that cap on because I don't have a blocking one. But yes, we will now take this, put it roughly in situ, because I have to test them first. Yes, that looks very ugly. No, this isn't the ideal designed finished product. I will probably print something, but that is now on the plugs, so that should allow it to run just nicely. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And now that is roughly what it should look like. I will have to bolt this down so it sits properly, but yeah, this is roughly it. So yeah, now to do the scary part, which is play in the computer and change it over, because that freaks the fuck out of me. Alright, so we're in here. I've changed it over to the coils. I want to do all the testing. Sam reckons to just hit it, so let's hit it, see if it starts. That's not good. Alright, so worked out that that was actually the starter motor. One of the screws for the solenoid had walked itself out, so it stayed on, wasn't talking to it properly. Now we're in here. I kind of want to try and turn the fuel off while we set our base timing, because it means cranking it and just checking to see where we're at with our timing. So we adjust our base timing in here, or our timing, yeah. So you go in, lock it, and yeah, play with it that way. But I've got to get a timing light on it and crank, and when we do that, we get some pops out the intake. I believe it's the intake. It sounds loud as fuck anyway. There we go. Yeah, out of the intake. So I'm gonna have to work out my timing. So yeah. Alright, well, I think I'm stuck right now because that timing light does not pick up the coil signal, and it should be able to pick that up. So yeah, I'm a little bit of an impasse. So I think I'm gonna have to find myself a different timing light, because otherwise I can't set the base timing on it, make sure that's all good. So yeah, I'm kind of cooked, gee, until I can get that sorted. I mean, mechanically it's timed, it's just ignition timing, because adjustable everything. But yeah. Alright, and now we have one not running 86. I had to push that bastard all the way into there, so that was fun. Yay. But I did rob the parts to get that running, so ta-da, I fixed the AE92 today. Woo, that's what I set out to do for sure. Alright, so it's 2 days later. I pushed this around the corner, got the shits with it, tried jumping it with cars, wasn't starting, wasn't doing anything, and it was driving me insane. Now, I've had problems with the starter motor before, and it would seem after a whole day of cranking on it, it wasn't very happy. It kind of shit the bed. And I went and confirmed that theory, because that's the starter motor out of the AE92. I set the timing like I'm supposed to, and bada bing, bada boom. Coil on plug conversion complete. And we're all timed up now, so it's all good. We're done ski. I've just got to put the other cover back on there and make sure it sits in and works right with them. See how I like it. And then I'm gonna try and 3D print something that looks kind of factory. So yeah, I'm very happy. Alright, so this is the factory cover that I've cut and modified a little bit. Don't worry, I've got spares. I'm going to 3D print. I'm going to design something like this, 3D print it with a tiny little step up lip here, just so it's like this, because this, with that like that, is the perfect height to just go like so. Which means my little half-cooked idea worked. The other thing that I'm going to do is rip this cap off and 3D print, or design and 3D print a blanking one. So it'll just be a little blanking cap from here. Just take this flange and make it all up and print it, and bada bing bada boom. It'll be a, yeah, nice little thing. And then hopefully we'll have this engine bay nice and cleaned up, and it'll look fancy. I've got to now take these wires and hide them somewhere, because they are part of this whole loom, which actually still comes to here, so I can't just get rid of the whole thing. So now I'm just going to have to hide these plugs probably somewhere down here or something like that, or redo this portion of it. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that's for the fuel pump, so I kind of need that one. So yeah, we're almost there. Almost there. Sounding beautiful.